So, me and Nate are gonna go pick up a pizza. And we're walking to the parking garage. So there's a field right there. We look down the field and there's two geese standing there, minding their own business, being evil. And some guy walks by and just walks by like nothing happens. And they don't do anything. But they started honking real aggressive.
A long time ago, when I was just a kid, about 3 orange buckets tall, there was this old well at the edge of our neighborhood. Nobody really went near it, not because of the well itself, but because of what guarded it, an evil goose. I'm not joking. This thing didn't just honk, it screamed. It stood there like it owned the place, wings twitching, eyes locked on anyone who got too close. People said the well could grant wishes, but nobody was brave or stupid enough to try. A few days went by, and one afternoon, me and my buddy Nate were walking past it. We slowed down when we noticed something felt off. The goose was gone. We just stood there for a second, looking at each other, both thinking the same thing. This is a bad idea. But also, what if it isn't? So we crept up to the well. Nate went first. He pulled out a coin, held it up like it actually meant something, and said, "I wish to be cool." Then he dropped it in. We waited. Nothing. Then suddenly, boom. This guy had a pair of sunglasses on his face like they'd always been there. He pushed them up, looked at me, and I swear, he was cooler. Instantly, I was like, no way. So now it was my turn. I grabbed my coin, heart pounding, stepped up to the well, and tried to think of something good. Something big. But right as I opened my mouth, honk. This horrible, echoing, angry scream tore through the air. The goose. It came charging back out of nowhere. Wings flapping, losing its mind. I panicked. I dropped the coin too early and blurted out my wish without even thinking. Then we ran. I didn't even look back at first. But Nate wasn't beside me anymore. I turned. The goose had him. Just lifted him. And then, gone. No feathers. No sound. Nothing. I made it home alone. Shaking. Trying to convince myself it wasn't real. That none of it was real. I walked inside. Quiet. Empty. Then I passed the mirror. And stopped. Something felt wrong. Slowly. I looked up. The reflection wasn't right. It was me. But not me. Different. Changed. And without thinking, like something else was speaking through me.
No! Get away from me!
I tilted my head slightly, smiled just a little, and quietly said, "Honk, honk." The rumors started the same way all good rumors do, quietly. 2 kids gone, no bodies, no explanation, just names whispered around school hallways and bus stops. Malcom, Nate. People said they disappeared near the old well hidden past the drainage trails beyond the neighborhood. Most treated it like another dumb urban legend, but the story kept spreading because nobody could explain what actually happened to them. Some said an evil goose guarded the place. Others said the well granted wishes. Boden and Aiden thought it sounded ridiculous, which was exactly why they went looking for it. The 2 boys pushed through the woods near sunset, stepping over fallen branches and rusted junk, half swallowed by dirt. The deeper they went, the quieter everything became. No birds, no wind, nothing. Then they found it. The well sat in the middle of a clearing like it had been waiting for them. Old stones. Dark water. A rotten wooden bucket laying nearby. And no goose. Aiden looked around nervously. That's kind of worse. Boden laughed quietly, though even he sounded unsure. Maybe the goose took the day off. Neither of them moved closer at first. The story suddenly felt a lot less funny standing there in person. Finally, Boden stepped forward. Well, now what? Aiden shrugged. Don't you throw a coin in or something? Boden dug through his pocket before pulling out an old coin. He held it awkwardly over the well, trying not to laugh. I wish, he started. The woods exploded behind them. Honk! A massive goose burst from the trees like a missile. White feathers, black eyes, wings snapping through branches. What the? Before Boden could even react, the goose slammed into him, claws grabbing onto his hoodie. Aiden screamed. Boden's coin slipped from his fingers as the goose beat its wings violently and lifted him upward. Then they vanished above the trees, gone. The forest became silent again almost instantly. Aiden stood frozen, breathing hard. Boden? Nothing answered. No screaming, no flapping, nothing. Only the coin laying near the well. Aiden stared at it for a long moment, then slowly bent down and picked it up. His hand shook. He looked into the well's dark water, at his own reflection, at the person he was, the awkward conversations, the exhaustion, the constant feeling of pretending to be someone else around everyone. His chest tightened. Quietly, almost too quietly to hear, he whispered, I wish to not exist in the ways I've been living. And he dropped the coin. The splash echoed far too long. Then came another sound. Honk. Aiden slowly turned. Something stood at the edge of the trees. At first he thought it was another goose. Then he noticed the face. Not fully human anymore. Not fully animal either. Feathers sprouted unevenly from its arms and neck. Its body jerked strangely with every movement. Bones cracking softly under skin. A bent beak pushed outward from where a mouth used to be. But the eyes were familiar. Malcom? Aiden whispered. The creature honked loudly, not aggressive. Warning. It stumbled forward, wings half-formed and twitching violently. Aiden backed toward the well. No. Malcom lunged. Aiden grabbed it instinctively as the two crashed into the stones surrounding the well. Feathers flew everywhere while Malcom screeched directly into his face. Aiden shoved him back. Malcom grabbed onto Aiden's hoodie and twisted the claw like hands. The stone beneath him cracked. For one horrible second, both of them froze. Then the edge gave out, and together they fell down into the darkness below the well. The last thing heard before silence returned to the wood was a distant, echoing honk.